the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaVell Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something. And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
The run inside. It's Martin. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later, and finally they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope, steps out of bounds. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Finds his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Florida State. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Dell. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push. On that one, it'll be no gain on the play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. FSU calling its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might as well stick with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Release to the back. Finds his man down the middle. Touchdown, Knowles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Dell. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Casper. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And I love the way the receiver works his route on this. He really sets the defender up. He sells like he's going one way, puts his foot in the ground, comes back to the football. Nice job execution.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run and no chance to substitute.
Might have a chance. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Might be looking to run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off play action. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And the Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On the option. Now the toss. Runs through the tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. Great place to start for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the ground, he's got it again. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
To the air, it's Daniels. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Dell. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Makes the catch. It's Phillips. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Turns it loose. Falls in the deep ball. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Bachmeier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Fires quickly. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They'll move the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Back to throw, it's Daniels. The quick out. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Picks up the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big fourth down stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. Zips it out to his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Got enough for the first. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, BYU! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He's looking to pass. Incomplete on the two-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal, but they'll have to settle for holding a one-point lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here. Knock.
A lot of room to the right. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Daniels. They'll run the screen. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Seminoles back in the lead.
Really good execution by... It's late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Now sliding to his left. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Bringing the heat, and it's a sack. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it.